Thank you for watching Let's Get Political. I'm, of course, your host, Alicia Reese. Today we have State Representative Kristen Arrington answering 13 questions. Thank you for taking the time to answer the questions.
Absolutely, my pleasure.
Question 1. Who is your best friend at the Capitol?
My best friend would be Representative Dan Daly. He was the first person I met in the process. We had our offices right next to each other. We've given ourselves a nickname as Darrington. And we have a lot of fun together, but he's a great guy.
Who is your best friend from across the aisle?
Ooh, I have a few folks I like on the other side of the aisle. Representative Maney is such a sweetheart. He's a former general and judge, and he's a great person in the process. I also like Representative Kaylee Tuck. We've been on different sides of the bills many a times, but we will gladly have a drink together at the end of the day and discuss it and kind of give each other a little bit of a hard time.
What do you do when you aren't in Tallahassee and when you are in Tallahassee but not at the Capitol?
Well, when I'm not in Tallahassee, of course, I'm busy in the district, hopefully going to events and stuff, but I love spending time with my dog Brody and my hubby and spending time outdoors. But you also asked me what I do when I'm here and I'm outside the Capitol. I love when we're up here in Tallahassee. I love to get out of the Capitol if I have a break and just have a nice lunch someplace. I know that sounds silly, but it's just nice to decompress and also to get a real meal because sometimes it isn't always so great in the dining hall here.
What's your favorite bill that you put forth last year?
My favorite bill I put forth last year, we actually passed, and it's in regards to services and guidance counselors for our students. It will require students in middle school and high school to be made aware of the career and technical opportunities close to home, and it will also make that information be presented to them in a language that they understand.
What's a bill that someone else put forth that you didn't realize you were passionate about until you read it?
Well, in a positive way, I would have to say removing sales tax for diapers for children and adult diapers. That should have been a no-brainer and something that we already did. And then, of course, sometimes stuff riles me up in a negative way. And last year, I was so bothered by this trucking safety bill, and it was just interesting that that was the thing that got me riled up. And I think it might be coming back, so I'll be riled up again. Trucks do not have to have the safety standards for the year that they are, if that makes sense. So it would allow some of our big rigs and stuff that might be older, let's say a certain mirror or a certain backup camera or something wasn't on that vehicle, they wouldn't be required to install that for safety standards up to today's standards because it's an old truck. But I think that's a step in the wrong direction, and when we're trying to look for zero fatalities on the road, we shouldn't be doing legislation like that.
Do you live in your district?
Yes, and I have to live in my district too. But yes, absolutely live in my district. I live in the Oaks.
You're running for the Senate.
Mm-hmm.
Sum up your campaign in one word.
Oh my gosh, one word. Gosh. Determined. Yeah.
If you win a Senate seat, how do you realistically see Florida in the next 2 years?
In the Senate, but also in Florida, we definitely have a map problem, and so it is going to be hard for us to pick up more seats. Picking up one or two is definitely a win for Floridians, but if I'm going to be realistic, we're not going to turn the legislature blue this election, but picking up a few seats will be great for us, and I think that special election that we just had in House District 35 showed that NPAs are voting on our side, so we might have some surprises and pick up more than we anticipate, but I'm looking forward to getting to the Senate because Osceola has not had someone residing in Osceola and representing the Senate in about 15 years, so it'll be a great opportunity for my community.
What's something about the Capitol that a lot of people don't know? A secret spot or a little known fact?
So I love going up to the 22nd floor, and I just love the view up there. I don't think enough people go there. It's a great way. There's a lot of hustle and bustle going on, and it's a great way to just like take a view of the city. It's wonderful to see a sunset there, and it just kind of makes you feel the importance of being in the Capitol and, you know, seeing everything around us.
What's a misconception people have about your job?
That we get paid a lot. We make $28,000 a year, but I think a lot of times people think that we do make a lot, or we're able to receive a lot of perks due to gift laws and gift bans. If I go to someone's office, I can't even take a bottle of water. Same thing for going to events. We have to pay for them out of our pockets. So I think a lot of people don't realize that.
If you weren't a state representative, what would you do?
I would be doing what I did before elected. I would be helping candidates win, Democrats win.
What's a fun fact about your job that people don't know?
That it really is a lot of fun. I mean, we have such exciting days. We learn so many things and get to meet so many great people and learn about industries or learn about people's stuff that we never would be able to do if we were in this position.
What does your perfect day include?
My perfect day would include a late morning start. I like to drink some coffee, read my emails, get a little bit together before I get out. Obviously, some work, some meetings, and a lunch outside of the Capitol would be perfect. And just a busy day that also is productive as well.
Thank you so much for taking the time.
My pleasure. Yeah, it's fun.